I think the best show of the week, the most fun. We're just in good spirits. Got some good articles planned today. Actually, some really good ones. And keeping it kind of light, not too intense. I enjoyed yesterday's episode when we had a lot of fun jokes and it wasn't too just too much debate, too much serious stuff. So anyway, we bringing on Doug in just a second here. I see Bianca's here. I see Dale Stevens is here. Juliana's here. Uh, all the regulars. There's Doug, and I've got a surprise that I'm going to bring up as soon as Doug is on. Let's see if I can let him in. You may hear that whimpering, revealing my surprise. Let's see. All right, Doug has been added to the multi-stream, and Doug here. There he is.
I'm here. What's the surprise?
My surprise.
Oh my goodness.
The brown one.
Oh my goodness. The brown one.
There he is.
Oh.
Come here, buddy. Come here. Let's get one more up here. Come on. Come on over here. All right, one more. This one is the regular one, the other one.
Oh.
Very cute, aren't they?
They are very cute. What are they?
We don't know. They're sort of lab somethings. All right, Aaron, you can get them out of here. We don't know. They're mixes. They were just at the animal place, whatever it is. Said they were too full, dying to get foster families. So we said, well, it seems like a perfect thing for us to do. And it was perfect. And then it got crazy the past few days. You know what? I kind of feel as my multi-stream camera is not on the right camera, I don't think. But anyway,
I'm also echoing.
You're hearing echoing?
Yeah, on myself.
I didn't put my thing down. Okay, gotcha. We're good now. Anyway, yesterday things came to a sort of a climax with the puppies.
Oh, let's hear it.
So I had my daughter's soccer practice. I went out to it's near the wine store, the Total Wine. So I went there because they have a good non-alcoholic beer selection. So I got some nice alcohol-free Guinness. I was really excited about that because we talked about it on the podcast or on this. Steven had said that it was pretty good. So I got that. I was very excited to try it. Got home from that. Oh, before the practice, while we were eating dinner, one of the puppies took a dump on the rug. And not just any rug, but one of those like fiber rugs. I don't know how to describe it. They're in like a lot of like coastal sort of living rooms. It's like a woven, almost like a hemp kind of rug.
Yeah.
Like
okay. Sure.
So you can't get it out of there. It's in the fibers from the beginning. So we had to take that out in the yard and like hose it with a hose and hang it over the soccer arena. So like dinner was delayed. Just really rough. Left tons of dishes in the sink, and we all went to soccer practices separate ways. So I got back with my Guinnesses, non-alcoholic Guinnesses. I was all excited. Pile of dishes in the sink I saw. So I stuck one in the freezer because they were warm. I said, I'm going to have this. I'm going to get these dishes done. I'm going to have a nice Guinness when I'm done. So I started working on dishes. I left the beers out next to the fridge, the other ones, because I just went right to the dishes. And so Aaron came home then with Holden from his practice, and the puppies went right and started chewing on the beer, cartons that were on outside there. So Aaron picked up one of them, started putting them away. Because I had taken one Guinness out of the 4-pack cardboard kind of thing, another one just fell right out and hit the floor and burst open, and it sprayed all over the ceiling on 3 different walls. I couldn't believe the size of the explosion from the Guinness can. It must be because of the special, whatever that nitro stuff is that they do. But it was the biggest beer explosion I've ever seen without intentionally shaking it up. And our house is still kind of new, and the walls are nice and white, and mostly still kind of smells like a new house. So it was just a huge cleanup project. And
oh my gosh,
we were cursing the puppies because they were the root of the problem again. And so they're wearing on everyone, but we're working on it, and they are cute, and we enjoy them. So we're trying to remind ourselves of that.
Oh, that's funny. That's really funny. That's why I'll never have a puppy. That's the reason right there.
You wouldn't do it
for that reason. Yeah, I don't want to worry about my beer exploding.
Lovable, and if you have a puppy, if you're saying everyone should, because it's but if you don't have if you don't trade them things that they won't ever grow, get that level of trust, puppy.
That can't be true. Is that right?
It's been true in my experience that if you have them when they're old, they'll let you. But if you adopt one they're they're past that level, I think.
Interesting.
That's been my experience.
Hmm.
We have the Guinness.
Oh yeah. How was it?
And I said how good it was. Congratulated myself for having made the show. We talked a lot about the negative choice, the increased fake. But,
Sure.
yeah, and McGinnis has a very taste to it. Stouts in general have that, but McGinnis kind of first stout that I had when I was younger, a very toasty thing. So like flavor, and I think it was maybe I might have some of this sort of, but it worked perfectly well in the Guinness. Tasted just maybe not just, but shit, and that's pretty rare. Like if I finished what I poured, and then just sort of didn't want more. I think there's something is missing that is enough of that.
Yeah, it's that really good feeling that alcohol gives you.
I don't often credit that like, but who knows? Maybe it had enough. So anyway, honestly, it's sort of scratched the itch.
So is it nitro or is it the like just non-nitro version?
It's the tall cans with the thing in there.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was good. I was very, very much in this experience. Again, favorite alcoholic beers that I've had have been stout. My NA style.
All right.
Also picked up the same.
Yeah.
That's another good non. I'm going down the road again.
Confirm or deny? Wine is not typically vegan.
Say, I guess it depends what you mean by typically. Go to a random grocery store in the U.S. and I somehow worse offender than white, but I could be wrong. There's a very good chance I think that they have used in the process something in the filtering or something to get I don't know. That's just like the fish bladders help the stuff coagulate and fall out. You go to like I think especially the old wines. I think no process. So if you find them in your grocery, it gets to that level of wine that it's more likely to be that. I don't know. I is that the wines I drink are the ones that I don't think are likely to. But it's hard because beer wasn't that easy. But it seems like you often can't get in because they do different things batch to batch or like with running shoes. Like really, what? Question, and it's never one I've let kind of like the pure sense. You should be confirming that with every to do it.
Bianca said that she's noticed that more wines have the vegan label on them now.
That is true. I've seen that for sure. These old world wines. I was surprised by the word Italy and Spain, but we talked for a few days ago. That
Matt, you're getting some reports on our streaming, on our non-Instagram streaming, that your audio is choppy. So I don't know if you can.
Okay. You about that? That's a great stop, Doug, on the other thing too. Okay, that'd be great. So we don't got even our backup as. I hate when there are problems with this stuff. Exciting show today. It's Friday. Fridays are always special. Audio. Aaron says audio is good on Instagram. Moving on. So, Doug, you as and was excited to come. You alerted me.
We got some
something.
breaking news here.
That if you don't read Tom, you may have we may be in many ways. The headline is Beyond Meat executive cut sales outlook of its staff. Because we just talked about Impossible laying off 6%. That was a bad thing. So this is 20%. This comes on the heels of lots of
yes,
the stock price, and just not vibe right now, and the whole plan just does not seem like. But I'm glad we got rid of the note. Probably a good thing that we don't have him anymore. And I don't know. Apparently, Ethan Brown's been cool. I was reading some other critics of these companies because he's a vegetarian. He doesn't know how to kind of reach the main person. He like always assumes for this because they have
okay.
Have
All right. I can understand
that. Yeah,
and
right. And so this thing I was reading once we've had a little space from the Wednesday, but saying that these companies should be going just say like, hey, this is a animal, or people who love pets, right? Because tons of people say they love animals. Right. And so he was, I don't know that a vegetarian couldn't that it'd be much more of a say like this is just for the every man. Pets doesn't want to be vegetarian to eat somewhat less meat because they love
meat for animal lovers. I can get behind that.
Kind of maybe a mainstream thing. It's weird. Animal friendliness is not health because that's sort of what's in it for me. So it would be odd if the thing, you love animals, but what was this guy who the guy who what his name was, maybe Ramsey or from Tyson Foods, I think. So I'm comparing to vegan or anything like that. Okay, so I'm just one. I don't know. It's weird. Is there that there's and like do people really care to have people who aren't vegetarian vegans, or is it a mix? I don't know. No idea. But that company out. So he's gone.
He's gone.
But they've also lowered their earnings estimate, lowered it from down to 470-ish. Now 5. Bad news. I don't know. Not trend that the fake news, especially that they right
now. You know what? I don't. They're like we've talked many times now that it's probably a good thing that they're kind of reorganizing. I'm sure, kind of refocusing from this massive expansion, massive investment period to probably getting a little bit more streamlined. But I will say, I really hope they don't implode, because that would be a huge setback for the plant-based meat, because that they are by far the ones that you see the most in the grocery store and you see at different restaurants, things like that. So it would be unfortunate, I think.
I don't think that's really a risk. Certainly, it's down something like 90-some%. But I don't think I saw something about their actual decline.
Okay.
I think that's the problem. I don't think if they had to. I don't know. I don't know enough about this stuff. And we have companies, traditional companies who close their like plant-based branches. So it's a shakeout perhaps. But I don't think we're going to see we're near being shaken out. Severely disappointing, and over time not to be the category winner.
Well, McXana thinks so. In their opinion, fake meats are going to be a fad, but veganism in general is here to stay. I definitely agree with the veganism is here to stay. Not so much about the fake meats. I think that they are here to stay as well.
Yeah, I do too, and I don't even know if much as plant-based eating. I mean, certainly there are always going to be the number of vegans will grow. We've been seeing in some estimates. I don't know if we're going to see 20%. That seems like a huge tip, so that no one has to. We'll talk about an article today of another, but who knows?
Well, that was some great breaking news. I'm sorry we were in the middle of some tech issues when you were playing the Rebecca Black song, and I kind of missed my dancing opportunity. So I think we should bring that back.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh man! So I used to sing this song every day, every Friday, when I got to the office and when I worked in DC, and they hated me for it. Hated me.
I did not even that was out then, because I didn't. My kids discovered it.
Really?
Maybe in second grade, maybe.
Okay.
Long out of your DC days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have that until we had an Amazon Alexa, which is. How about this one? This is. I think this is actually better.
I don't know that one.
It was on the. It was a viral then, doing that kind of running dance, almost film.
Okay.
Friday then. It just puts you in a habit. Julia shared it in our team.
I missed
for a little while. All right. Well, you need to get on that. All right. In more important news.
Yes.
Doug, my Twitter yesterday, and then today it's in the New York. Canceled the hostile thumbs up emoji. That's a little bit different spin on the Twitter. What I saw on Twitter was just what we're saying, and I think they were saying millennials were saying emoji was use it, but it was part of a bigger story. A thumbs up emoji, and then I don't really know where this New York Post has the official list of canceled. I mean, I don't know anything, but apparently the thumbs up makes you red heart, just a straight up heart emoji, and these are things that make you look old, which I like to use that one. The person thing, I guess. Loud monkey covering eyes, clap, and the grimacing face.
So I use pretty much all of these emojis for the most part. I very rarely use the lip kissing one or the poo one, but I'm a big thumbs upper. I'm a big red hearter when I see photos of puppies that I don't have to take care of.
Okay.
Check mark, good with that. Loud crying face, do that one all the time. So I don't know. This is making me feel a little bit old, a little bit judged maybe by the younger generation. But
yeah, I'm gonna say that I have used passive aggressive manner before. One of your little things.
Okay, so I was gonna ask you about that. I saw you thumbs up something that that it felt weird that you were even thumbs up, that you were like reading the thread at all, and then I read this article and I was like, oh my god, what a jerk.
The great outdoors and how stunning.
Yeah.
In a passive aggressive sense, it's been more like argued against my point or something. Was sort of like, okay, I don't care, whatever. I don't care. I'm out of this conversation. Whatever you want. That's what I used it to mean. I mean by passive aggressive, but I think that probably is very nicely for that. So I'm in that context. My favorite emoji, which is by the right parentheses, which is the original one.
Oh yeah.
We all did back before they started actually things. And you put the regular call. Wink.
Oh, you can have the winky one.
You can,
yeah.
If you want. like when they get automatically turned in the cartoons. I guess I'm the opposite here. The cartoon emojis, I was like being kids do on their stuff. So I just try to do the. Not gonna put those on my stuff. But anyway, emojis are different now. Now it's not your messages. It's more that you click them and then respond. It's I don't know. It's a simple way of responding. They're changing. But
you know what I like to do from time to time to annoy people is write most of my message in emojis. You know, because like Apple will like highlight words that you can click and become emojis. And so if you do that and you write most of your message in emoji, it can be fun, and it can also be really annoying to try to read and decipher what someone is saying.
Yeah.
And so I get a kick out of that sometimes.
That is,
I like giving people a hard time.
Subject line emojis and emails is kind of annoying.
Well, we do that sometimes.
I know.
Yeah.
It works.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to some plant-based news. This news. First, Starbucks testing vegan chicken.
Whole health experience. Yes, I am very much the youngest child in my family.
Yeah, someone is this child.
Mm-hmm.
Emoji days, most Western people change emotions, but that's interesting. But I mean, I don't know what that would say about the only that we yeah. The mouth is the window to the soul, and the eyes are the window to the soul.
Maybe.
I don't know.
What do you think? I think it's the heart.
I think the words are the soul. I just the brain is the window. Starbucks tests vegan chicken in the U.S.
This is big news. I love this. Sorry to interrupt.
Yes. Vegan food options everywhere, but the United States, kind of has testing to see if it's going to change. It's strange that Starbucks is like the perfect place for it. Just seems like that must be the client because they create that vibe. It just I don't know, a little bit uppity kind of, and our food should be should be cruelty free. I started thinking more about it. I was like, well, Starbucks is like one of few brands that their market is almost everybody. That ever just say I don't drink Starbucks coffee. I don't know, a construction worker, and I guess what I do. Plenty of mainly to a construction worker. But you're trying to be tough. In my sense, maybe that's
construction workers like their PSLs too.
Maybe they do. I just think it would be other workers. I don't know. It's just construction work. So what do I know? This is my but out to is reaching a ton of people. They don't have vegan stuff because they're audience and mainstream. Yeah, I mean it's growing. That's the reason. Maybe they just need to just like they're making this for everybody and most part. So anyway, this I think it's in 3 locations. Not many. One in DC. Yeah, 3 stores only. New menu, and 6. The ones you mentioned the Just Egg all the time.
Yep.
That is a feature of several of these airing plant chicken, which I don't think I've ever heard of.
Mm-mm.
But good for them getting bucks. Chicken sausage and pepper sous vide. Interesting. I don't really know what that would be, but that chicken sausage and just vegan eggs. I don't know. Those kind of eggy things I've never been in a vegan version. But plant-based smoky poblano and black sous vide. You know what sous vide is, Doug?
That's where you cook it in a bag, right? And like in water.
Air tight, and then you dip it in water. thing I'm thinking for Starbucks' purpose, it's mass-produced decent food. I don't know. So that has the just. I don't think they have the chicken in that one. Sausage and pepper sandwich mini for first menu in the U.S., which is a site on the test menu. So those are not interesting to me at all. Golden ginger mocha coconut boba bite with kernel crunch. The last, I don't need boba tea flavors in my not. That's not for me.
About the desserts, I don't know.
Are you into boba tea? Is
I do know what boba tea is. I don't know that I've ever actually had it though. So
is a thing?
I think so. It has like little like balls on the bottom.
Right. Tea. So anyway,
Yeah.
these dessert pearls in it. I don't know. Does not seem good, but whatever. And
I mean, what's amazing about
success.
this though is that 18 item menu, 6 of them are vegan. So a third of the new menu is vegan. That's pretty impressive. I think that's a big shift.
They have sausage. I'm pretty sure actually could be beyond. No, impossible. They've had an impossible sauce at almost all of them that you go to. You can see, and I'm always very confused because at some point, like a couple years ago, I swear I had one that didn't have cheese on it. Now, because you can't get it without pre-made.
Okay.
So I must be thing because they have it too without. So I don't know if it's good, but it's just weird. They're making that if you're interested in vegetarian but not vegan, you're an omnivorous eater and you just want to eat without having cheese. But it's companies do that.
No.
But
looks like bubble tea and boba tea is the same thing.
Okay.
Yes.
For the next
one. I would try it. Why not?
Why not? It just doesn't seem good, but it must be something to it.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I agree with that one.
All right, move.
Yeah, let's move on.
Okay. This one, we'll be quick with this one. UK vegan fined for station over her ethical beliefs. Mice saga recently.
I'm currently living in Mice Saga. I don't think we've talked about it though. So
are your ethical beliefs?
Yes, because our non-fatal traps are not working. Yeah. So I don't know. We're gonna have to make some decisions because it's been like trying to catch this mouse, and got to figure out what to do.
I lost you for a second. It's not working, and you haven't got.
Oh yeah. It's been about 10 days. We got to make some decisions because 10 days is too long, in my opinion.
Yeah, people do the non-fatal trap. And they take them away, and you have to take them to not come back. If that's what you got to do. That's all you have to do. But I think if it's too late for that, if you already got be a big problem.
Yeah.
Eventually got a cat. That was our so we did. We just rescued a cat. We're not getting a breeder or a cat or something because this. But we just figured that's cute. It deters the mite one. I could be wrong about that, but I go just sort of natural all the time. You found a new place.
That's smart. And you get a cat, which is amazing.
So we're 2 houses away from them, and we still have just
and 2 dogs.
I don't know.
Nice.
In fact, Steve, he gave me some tips about how to put things up that deter them. I think tinfoil or something. There are ways, and you can find them, but they're not. It's tough. This woman, she considered them her pets, only 73 years old. Local officials to stop the infection to her neighbors' homes. The stench. So that's
Ooh.
not good. She looked at these mice. She said so much, and she cared for them. Neighbor's house. She thought they would just stay with her because of food or whatever she was going to shelter. She's a vegan, so had to keep going up to the city council. There's been a resolution yet, but I don't. But what do you do? Right? You can't let animals think natural and okay thing in your territory and make an environment that's hospitable for other species to live. Or if a person came and tried to live in my house, mice aren't going to listen to reason. These sorts of things.
Yeah, yeah, you don't. Stephen asked, "What's the harm if they're not eating your food?" I mean, the harm is like I got 2 kids. They poop everywhere. They poop on our counters. Like I got 2 kids that are eating just anything and everything. I don't want them to have to deal with any of that. And they are eating some of our. They have gotten into some of our food. So, yeah, right, like you gotta. For me, it's not. I don't want to kill them if I don't have to. I'm gonna try to catch them and release them far, far away. But I also am gonna plug up any holes I can find to make sure they don't come back. But
yeah, you need a deterrent. There should be something like a robo scares them away, so they don't want to come back.
Just something that meows all night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Mice can carry disease.
Mice can carry disease.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And that's true in the country when this was happening, and I was wondering if not city rats or something, if that. But anyway, I don't know. Just human development codes are taking animal habitats and but yeah, I have a line, and I don't. Hopefully, it doesn't. I them as pets. I don't think unless they're contained. Pet area, the neighbor's house.
Yep.
Right. Remember to check the have a heart traps.
Oh. I think that means you don't want to leave a mouse stuck in there for too long.
Right. Okay, moving on. Let's get into something that is soy myth busting. We say sort of the one that soy protein when you process it. The American Heart Association had associated about soy was healthy. This short absolutely, and they say that it isn't mainstream narrative. Soy are a good thing, and not because of estrogen or other. Their research 210,000 U.S. healthcare eating at least one serving of tofu a week of heart disease compared to those who that certainly could be a correlation. Not if you eat tofu, then your life is, and that might be the tofu itself, but isn't something making
right.
Anyway, so they work. There's a nutritionist throughout the article pointing out that really that these isoflavones and the estrogen just no reason to be worried about that. I'm glad to see that in the mainstream because that's thorn in our side for a long time. This idea that bad for us.
Yeah, love it. I think we should to wrap it up with people on plant-based diets eat little fruit, vegetables, and whole grains.
Okay, let's do that. And let's tie that.
Okay.
Dole in the UK, they have been putting facts campaigns and they're the size of like posters that you see, whatever. And they're fruit-based inks. And the gather is that the point is like that these nutrition that most people are getting a certain day or a certain meal or what that people in this country eat. Just a bit. Am I missing anything?
Yeah, I think it's focused on snacks. So like there's more nutrition in this poster, in the ink of this poster, than there is in the snack that you're eating. Which is honestly, I think this is pretty brilliant. I think it's a pretty powerful statement, and I thought it was a really good kind of marketing play from Dole here.
Yeah, the age old quote that we sort of point to what the problems are with the food system. Oh, there's not much money and get much out of that. Like there's always gonna be money, but you're not gonna see healthy foods because there's just not. So whenever you see that there is actual done, this brings to my example, Doug, which might have been a little before your time, successful marketing, campaign, not just saying eat more for you, but they made it seem increased raisin sales a ton then. So I just like I like this when we in the marketing whole fruits and vegetables, and then you alluded to, Doug, is that people on plant-based diets and whole grains. This is from a survey about dietary habits among 880 plant-based diets. It's from a PhD University of Agder, which I don't think it's in Norway. Half the people on the plant-based the amount of fruit, vegetables, and whole grains then recommended dietary guidelines, which is I don't think I would keep looking at people not on plant-based.
Yeah, right. That was the big problem with this study. Is it was looking just at how plant-based eaters compare to the nutritional guidelines, not how plant-based eaters compare to non-plant-based eaters, which I think is an important thing that's kind of missing here. But it was looking just at plant-based eaters. But only half of participants in the study reported that they eat one fruit every day. 75% answered that they eat vegetables every day. That's good. I don't know what you eat if you don't eat vegetables on a plant-based diet. And 25% answered that they eat whole grain products daily.
If you don't eat vegetables on a plant-based diet,
well, I mean,
we talk about every single episode.
I mean, it would be hard to eat just fake meat, right? I mean, you got to put at least like a vegetable on top of it.
Yeah, I don't know if they're counting stuff like potato or rice. I mean, and before I was vegetarian, and rice, and that was like my meal. And sometimes every now and then I have that as well. But it's pretty easy to have vegetables if you just don't. It doesn't. Like I said, like with plant-based diet, it's just like they just feature a bunch of stuff, and in the middle of the plate,
right?
And then time you manage to fill that in with other stuff, and that if the vegetables essential to the meal, stew, and 7 of the 8 you eat vegetables. So I think the way to not eat vegetables, fake meats as the center of your plate of some kind, and then I think it's pretty easy to do. Yeah, I mean to me, like these diets are bad. I wish they would have given us that data to know how much better or at least in this person's eyes, or this does tell us is that being vegan. I don't know if they're saying because they looked at based diets, but being vegan necessarily it is a different thing. We've made that point a lot of times now. Forget with all these amazing to beyond meat, well, not meats, and beyond stuff. I mean, it's but it's not really as far as the nutrition goes.
Yeah, as someone points out in the comments here, plant-based eaters are humans too. Like we're drawn to what tastes good and and we're not always going to eat perfect diets. And I think like that's why it's important to pay attention to making sure that you're getting a variety, that you're trying new foods, that you're taking supplements if you need to, that you're doing all these things. So I mean, I like this is kind of disappointing, I guess, that more people aren't on a plant-based diet, but not all that surprising, I guess.
Yeah. One more thing to add, actually, the 808 subjects that answered this, they adhere to one of these plant-based diets. These are all considered plant-based by the survey. Lacto-ovo vegetarian diet, you're still eating plenty of dairy, and vegetarian diet. So you can even be eating some in their plant-based data set, and where you seek to reduce the consumption of eating animal products still, but every other meat as well, and the consumption of animal foods, then you would be. So now we don't even know, are in this group. So hopefully data has much more information than this, but it would be interesting.
Yeah, definitely. How often do you eat fruit? Do you eat fruit every day?
Yeah, definitely have fruit every day. I have an easier time eating fruit than I do vegetables. I'll have bananas most days, berries via a smoothie or something, and I do that. And then a lot of dried food, bars, whatever, and get. Yeah, fruit. I don't have a problem with. Why?
No, I do. Yeah, but I see how for me that would be the easiest one to not eat, I guess. Like I will usually have a smoothie, or it's pretty rare that I'm just like popping berries or a banana on its own. So
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, that's the one that would be easiest for me not to get.
You got to get
even though I love it.
rid of those corn chips. You got to dish the corn, and when it comes snack time, all you.
Nope, not gonna happen. Yesterday I was making lunch. I made a little wrap with some leftovers and a bunch of greens and stuff. And I was like, oh, what's gonna be perfect? Some corn chips. I went into the cupboard, they were gone, and I was so disappointed. Like literally, it hurt. It hurt me.
How were they gone?
Yeah, maybe. I guess so. I guess Katie got into those corn chips.
Or the
girls. Oh yeah, the girls love corn chips. Dipped in hummus. Oh yeah.
Well, that's not the worst snack in the world. It's all right.
But that Dole ad might have more nutritional value. I'm not sure.
And last thing here is that they point out the of these plant-based diet people. I don't.
Yeah, the whole thing is weird.
But I guess in Norway, a lot of the is from milk. When you get iodine from milk and dairy products, it's not from a good wholesome thing. The cleaning products that are used on milk and that has iodine in it. Iodine is into the final product. It's way in via cleaning products. So it's kind of a gross, just but also those, if you cut out those foods, then you're so yeah, I guess that's true. Good, like a compliment which contains iodine. The show is always presented by compliment. But good.
Yeah.
Okay, then I think we've hit today, Doug.
Yeah.
Not too much other. Good. Okay.
Do the whole like fall thing, hike, pumpkins, all that stuff. Yeah. What are you cooking up this weekend?
I don't have anything. A fun thing to do would be to make think about our schedule and what's going on. So tonight's our town it had a festival thing and rides. So my son goes to he went to it the other day, which is where they were putting in all these rides.
Oh wow!
And all those things are there. Or like paranoid about things as I get older. I would go on zippers all the time. And not think twice about the possibility that some random guy setting it up didn't tight license, and they moved this thing from town to town. Didn't cross my mind, but now it's getting near a zipper or at a town fall festival. But I will drink and have some.
Are you letting your
hopefully they'll
kids
have-
get near those? That's the question. No.
No,
Mm.
Well, everything else will be a game time. No one's getting off more than 20 feet off the
they're gonna be pushing more beers on Daddy so that
Yeah, right.
so that they can go on the rides.
I love roller coasters. I'm all for it, and it has a track record and
Mhm.
insurance. A local carnival skip town when somebody.
Oh, that's sad. I mean, I understand though. I guess I haven't thought about it yet. My kids aren't old enough to do the rides, so I don't know.
You will.
I will.
Good, nice long show today. Sorry, of a different.
Yeah.
So hopefully that'll be all. So hopefully we've straightened out next. Always good attendance today. Sure makes these shows a lot more timing in along. So thank you for that. Monday, these are still fun. I'm open for them. So
Absolutely. Awesome. Hope everybody has a great weekend. And Matt, stay
All right.
safe. Keep those kids safe.